field position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Sooners will kick it off to get us underway. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Working that wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Michigan. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unleashes one. Snagged on the outside. It's Sategna.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years. But a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays, too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy's no different. He has a chance to be the next great Sooner receiver.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the Big House. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
I love that play design by the offensive coordinator there on third down. You throw a bunch of wide receivers out there. Everybody on defense is thinking you're going to throw it, and instead you hand it off. This guy is so dangerous, great vision. He knows where the sticks are. They pick up the first down, and they kept the defense on their heels.
Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Helms. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Good concentration to get that squibber inside the 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The toss to the right. Plows through the defense. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. They go to the ground. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Might be changing the route. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
It'll be 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. Pass to 45. Turning on the jets. 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown Sooners.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they've built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
Going with the ground game left. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They boot it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. The Sooners headed quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Leaves it with the running back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for once.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll pull it down and run. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting out the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Converts on 4th down, still going. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the 1st half, but this unit looks dialed in.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Duke. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So here comes the Michigan offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last Score trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
Blasted as he lets it go.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Underwood. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. That's caught. It's Thomas. Turning it on. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. DB's right up on the receivers. To the air, it's Mateer. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense putting points on the board.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You've got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. After that last score. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. team, Jesse.
Well, that's an enforcement.
Breaks into the open. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. On the ground, it's Tatum. At the 40, there he goes. Lots of running room. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. They want to run it left here. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Sooners line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the Big House. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Working that left side now. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They'll run the screen. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, and intercepted. Brought down at the 31, it is a first down.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Got enough for the first. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around. Hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown Sooners.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that, they're taking...
He's got it down the right side. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here. At the very end of the first half, when you got to have an execution, it's got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
To the air, it's Mateer. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws.
And that's the start you absolutely talked about and discussed in the locker room. This defense, they didn't have a lot of success in the first half. They needed some good things to go their way, get a stop, create some momentum. Great first drive by this defense. Now their offense has got to put some points on the board.
Kick is in the air. Corrals it at the 45. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Marshall. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Wolverines have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, what a play by the defense. Right up the middle, getting the tackle for loss and getting penetration. You've got this offensive coordinator right now. He is digging into his playbook. He's just trying to find a way to get this running back going, and they just can't find that. Is it outside the tackle box? Is it between the tackles? How do you do it? That's the question, and it's frustrating for this play caller because of how well the defense has done.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Moore. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
flexibility to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And, David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I'll tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
They punt it away on fourth down. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Underwood. Flips it out to the back. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by a field goal over Duke. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Makes the grab on the left. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, this defense is going to mix up their looks against this quarterback, playing some zone. That time it was man coverage, but they also brought the blitz. So they're just trying to keep this quarterback on his toes.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to let it go. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard. 3rd in California to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is. And this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
Caught behind the line. It's Marsh. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. To throw, it's Underwood. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Pulls it in. It's Marsh. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the third down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. That gives him now a 7-point lead here in the final period. Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Motion from the wideout. Back to throw. It's Mateer. He's going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
No big surprise there, right? They're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. He's looking downfield to throw. Here comes the heat. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Defensively on third and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure he gets at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let him throw the football. Make him throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around now, hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a fourth down and management. So much easier on the offense.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that fourth down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by 1 possession.
Scanning the field, it's Mateer. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced third and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hold kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. It's gone. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
I think most offensives around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Let's go. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of getting UGA the rest of the day off. They're up by 22 over Western Kentucky. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful.
Going deep. He's got it inside the 30. Off to the races to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the two-pointer is no good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Michigan offense. He'll keep it himself. On the move at the 30. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Power football with the line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Making side adjustments here. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. He's going to fire deep. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. To throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of them.
Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Well, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle. It's Helms. At the 35, he's open. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw again. Looking deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On target over the middle. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
one more play to pad the stats. Back to pass, it's Mateer. He wants a big play here late. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.